Hello, and welcome to Flagler County Time Traveler. This is Ed Sharkovich with the Flagler County Historical Society. Today we are pulling into Varn Park. Varn Park is located on A1A just north of Beverly Beach, south of the Hammock, and it is a beautiful and amazing place. It is the beach and the edges of the dunes, and of course, the sand and the water and the skies are full of ecotourism opportunities. This park just underwent a renourishment following several hurricanes and storms that had eroded things away. And we are going to talk about Claude G. Varn, for whom the park is named. In order to understand Claude Varn a little bit better, we're going to take a trip over to the west side of Flagler County to Espanola Cemetery. Espanola Cemetery is the final resting place of many founders and developers of Flagler County, including suffragist Alice Scott Abbott, and we're going to talk about her and her history marker in a later video. But for now, it's all about Claude Varn. So Claude Varn was born in 1890 in Bartow, Florida. That's in Polk County, for those of you that are curious. And he was very ambitious as a young man. By 1911, he could be seen driving around Bartow on his Harley Davidson motorcycle, where he delivered mail. Several years later, he could be found at Stetson University over in DeLand, where he pursued and obtained a bachelor's degree in the study of law. By 1917, he had married, had a small family, and he moved to Bunnell right around the time of the founding of Flagler County. Governor Katz appointed Claude Varn as the lawyer for the city of Bunnell for Flagler County, and he was also the lawyer for the Florida East Coast Railroad. His ambitions expanded even more, and he took employment up in St. Augustine, where he worked for a very large law firm, and then turned from lawyer to developer. And the biggest project he undertook was uniting Maine to Miami with a bridge that went across the Matanzas River. It said it couldn't be done, but he did it with 300 workers. And when the bridge was replaced with a cement structure in 1963, the bridge was named after him. So if you go to Matanzas Inlet today, you will absolutely see the bridge is still there. Of course, Matanzas Inlet is the site of the massacre of the French, and on both the north and south sides of the bridge itself is a sign commemorating the fact that the bridge was named after Claude Varn. So the bridge expands from the south to the north and the north to the south. And what it did was open up the entire coastline for both settlement and transportation. It has been said that Claude Varn is to Flagler County what Henry Flagler is to St. Johns County with the advent of the railroad and what he was able to accomplish. As I said earlier, this park is an amazing place for ecotourism. And one thing to always remember when we go out and start looking at nature is that both you and nature are the descendants of historic people. So you are looking at something that was probably alive way back when. Also understand that since we're at the beach, that the dunes, even though they contain a lot of wildlife, are an environmentally sensitive area. So please remember to dodge the dunes and don't climb them at all. So if you go to the iNaturalist app and look me up, Ed Sharkovich, aka Dr. Ed Shark, you will see over 6,000 listings that have accumulated in Flagler County. On each listing, it'll tell you where things are located and whether or not it's edible. If it's edible, there's a video link that'll go to the Green Dean YouTube channel, and make sure that you never eat anything without ascertaining your sensitivity. So I leave you with some sights and sounds of Varn Park. Enjoy.